Better believe we gon' get up. Hey, he might snitch on YouTube. Say that you was on YouTube. Why you always rapping about it? That you do. Why you always rapping about it? That you do. Hey, if it's up like that, it's up like that. If it's up like that, it's up like that.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. Now I'm not already in the millions. Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'ma get it as so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a fiend go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke so dangerous. I can make a
It's a brisk night in the Midwest, but we've got football at Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And this is Cook with a grab. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Here's Jackson to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And outbounds right around the 20. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Now it's Jackson. It's complete to Cook. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Throwing is Jackson. This is caught with a catch right side. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And that one not going to work at all. Boy, the defense all over it, and they blow that up behind the line. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Bates. And he's got room.
Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 10. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 63 yards on the ground. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
They'll try to run this one in. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. With another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. on second down, Jackson.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's taken on the 25. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
The Bengals at 11-1 now on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
On one, ready?
Now they contend with a second and 12 after the loss.
11. Third, touch.
Burrow looking to pass. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Bengals. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a first and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Jackson. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
First down, Baltimore.
Now Jackson on first down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They'll try the left side. Eason. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now it's Jackson. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Miles Murphy racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll... Never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. He finds his man complete. That's Robbins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now Burrow on 1st down. Catch is made by Metcalf. Down the right sideline. Touchdown! DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bengals are able to widen their advantage. Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Jackson. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Here's Jackson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Touchdown, Bengals. Irv Smith Jr., 39 yards. And the Bengals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Bengals are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. And, Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Oh, and that is incomplete. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visiting Bengals who came away with a victory in that one, so they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati. Here's a 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Left side here taken in by Metcalf.
Straight trash.
But he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Here we go.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here as he's taken down. Miles Murphy bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Here we go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Robbins. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Now Cobb to return. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Playing success in this game already. 2 touchdown catches, but that was a very dangerous throw. But you have to understand, with 2 catches already for touchdowns, they're going to try and force it to him at times as well.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try the left side. Bates looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Here's 3rd and 10. Burrow will throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Jackson looking deep downfield. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
They'll take over first down 10 at the 44-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A gain of 15. First down, Ravens.
They'll run on first down. Eason might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Jackson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Jackson now. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Hey, middle.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. Oh, and a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 3rd down and 6. Here's Jackson to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
12. Dot. 11. Dot.
Now Burrow down around his goal line. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It got his man complete. Now he's into the clear again. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. DK Metcalf, 96 yards. And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this second half. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, middle. Yeah.
Throwing is Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line.
Here we go.
And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on E!
Here we go.
And they will take a knee here.
Get set.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
1-1, ready?
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
17-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up
On 2nd down now, Eason. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now it's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
It's a gain of 6. And a Ravens 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Miles Murphy make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Throwing on 2nd and long, Jackson. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Here we go.
And they take a knee.
I'm 1, ready?
On 2nd down, it's Bates, and he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw is Jackson. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Up the middle they go. Eason. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Logan Wilson. And we'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Ready?
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And they will take a knee here. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Get it.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big 4th quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Report.
Now a handoff up the middle. Eason. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Jackson on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Gets around him. And the Bengals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. So this offense, which was humming all game, ends on a negative play. We didn't see many of those as he takes the knee, but what an explosion and a good win.
Can we call it a negative positive play?
There you go.
An oxymoron to end the ball game.
And they can watch the clock go down and celebrate the victory. In prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that